食事はもう済んだか？いつかこの大地で私たちの好きな花が咲き誇る日が来るように頑張ろう。
そうね、私
取るに足りない。
私の意図は深淵に消えるの。弱い、遅い。
私が全て処理する。取るに足りない。私と戦ったことを後悔する。取るに足りない。
私も行きます。
私の傷をつける。いいことするな。
私の中で深淵に消え、弱い。深淵に飲み込まれる。
私が全て処理する。
深淵に飲み込まれる。
私に傷をつける。いいよ、刃にし万物を築く。すまない。
How you doing today? Just chilling, playing the grind games, like always. Oh no, this game's barely a grind. You can't really play it for more than like 30 minutes a day.
取るに足りない。
More like the kitty-sitting game for me. That's really the only time I play this is over here. I don't play it at home anymore.
私を見たまま深淵に消えるの。
This game is very well optimized. I just put it on low settings. The game doesn't look any different. It runs perfect.
遅い。
取るに足りない。 私と戦っても取るに足りない。 そうさない。
深淵に飲み込まれろ。弱い。 遅い。私もいける。
取るに足りない。 私に傷をつける。いいか、すまない。重たい。取るに刃。万物を切り裂く。
私を見た者深淵に消えるの。遅い。深淵に飲み込まれる。
私がそれでしょう。
弱い。深淵の豪華で全て終わらせてあげる。弱い。 私の力はどう？存分に楽しむ。
Alright, so I can get another one of these for Watanabe. Yeah, he only needs 5 more, so I just gotta keep playing. I've kind of been neglecting this a little bit lately. Well, never mind, I have 2 of them. I only need 4 more, so 2 more days. Next out. Almost 4K, not bad. I really like his moveset. I think I'm gonna get the vaccine tomorrow, so I'm kind of anxious about that, but it needs to be done. I need to go on vacation and see my friends. I need to get away from here for a while. So I'm just gonna get the 1 shot. I don't think taking the other one with problems I've had with my heart due to my anxiety. I don't think it's a good idea. I probably am more vulnerable to that than most. My heart is fine, but it gets put under a lot of stress, my anxiety. So I'm just going to do the one shot. Oh, I broke the arcade machine. Fuck. Alright, you killed that arcade machine. You're gonna die in the most painful way. It never stopped getting updated. It's just the person that made it got the cease and desist and stopped that the community has been updating it. Looks like Streets of Rage remake. That got cease and desisted in like a month of being out, like 10 years ago. It's still being updated. Plus, the Sega of America of today would not shut it down. Back then, they had a really outdated policies. So now that pretty much the best reviewed Sonic game ever is basically made by fans. I think if someone tried to do that now, Sega wouldn't care. As long as they weren't taking like donations of any sort. Their Sonic Twitter account has said that they don't care about fan games anymore. As long as you're not like, you don't have like a Patreon for it or something, like that's not legal. But just making it for free, they're not going to come after you anymore. I mean, Sonic Mania has like nothing to do with the Sonic team. People love that game. It's basically just it's like an officially sanctioned fan game of publishing. Meanwhile, people hate the Sonic games that make official. I remember the outrage when the Streets of Rage remake got canned. They said the C&D for it. The internet was furious that day. Because at the time they were doing nothing with Streets of Rage, like nothing. They made like a mobile port, and they just kept putting the game on collections over and over and over. There was nothing being done with it at all at the time. And people were furious that they shut it down. It was like the only thing that was going on with that franchise besides just reselling it every 2 years. It's interesting how things have changed. Street 4 was made by fans. Sonic Mania was. There you go. No, the remake. Scott, can you, like, I'm trying to stream. Also, the guy that did AM2R, he got hired at Moon Studios. Those are the people that make the Ori games. I think he's like a level designer over there, so it was a pretty happy ending for him. And AM2R didn't get cease and desisted until it was up for like a week, so it's already all over the internet. I really think the only reason they did it is because they had the 3DS remake of the same game coming out, which people seem to like a lot less, ironically. But when companies wait a week, it's like it's obvious that they know about it. That was a pretty high-profile remake. Basically, by like waiting like a couple days to do it, it ensures that people can play it. I mean, you can't take it off the internet. Even if it was up for a couple hours, it'd still be around today. It's kind of just like a gesture while still being an asshole at the same time. I don't think he took donations at all. I don't think he had like a Patreon or a PayPal or anything. I think he was actually abiding by the law pretty well. But Nintendo is still very outdated about stuff like that. Sega has changed their stance on that kind of thing a lot since the Streets remake, which really got under people's skin. Wasn't like normal situations that happen with that kind of thing where it's like, you know, they don't make a console game, but they'll make like a shitty turn-based gacha card game out of it. And it's like it doesn't even have anything to do with the usual gameplay. It was like they were literally doing nothing with it. There's no way that was going to go over well, pretty much. There's no like Streets of Rage card battle or anything like that. Just nothing. Just crappy emulated versions of the old games and nothing else. I think that was a pretty bad move on their part, but they made up for it. Well, companies are starting to realize that, you know, if you have a bunch of fans making a fan game, they're not taking donations for it. They're not making any money off it at all. It's really hard, unpaid work that's not that much different from normal game dev. Just the fact that, you know, you don't get paid and you have an infinite amount of time to make it. Like, maybe there's some actual interest in that franchise. Like, maybe there's some actual interest in that franchise. And you shouldn't bite the hand that's feeding your community for you for free. That's kind of what they're starting to understand now. Sonic Mania is a good example. I mean, Sonic Team had nothing to do with that game. I don't think Sega did much of anything either. It was pretty much just a fan game that they gave backing. And, you know, that game went on to sell like however many copies it did. They're starting to realize that, like, it's getting to the point where fans can make better games than the official team can. It's like if you just let them do what they want, you can make money off them. But at the time of the Streets remake, they didn't really have that kind of thinking. I mean, Sonic Mania pretty much proved it. The fans can make a better game than the Sonic team can. And Sonic Mania was what people wanted. They wanted a new high-quality 2D Sonic by people who actually know what they're doing. That's exactly what that game is. It's not revolutionary by any means. It's more of the same, but people wanted that because we hadn't had that for a long time. Well, some people don't like Street 4, but you can't deny Street 4 is, despite its shortcomings, is better than what Sega themselves would have been able to put out. Just waiting for Konami to realize that, like, you've got indie developers that are making better Castlevania games than you ever have. You might as well just give them the license. Especially if you're not going to make games anymore. Like, people from every country you can think of making like these bomb-ass Castlevania clone games. I wonder if Mega Man X Corrupted is going to get cease and desisted. I kind of doubt it. At the same time, that guy, I think he does take donations, so it's a slippery slope. But I mean, there's no way they don't know about that game. It's been in development for like ages. Like 15 years, pretty much. No way anybody who's in charge of that stuff has not heard of it. I think the best outcome would be for them to just let them release it, but then like tell them like, you know, hey, we're gonna pay you so that we can make an official version of this. That would be really ideal. I think out of all the fan games, that's the one that's been vaporware for the longest time. But like I said before, fan games have feature creep. It's like making the game is just as hard, if not harder, than a professional game, but the difference is there's no deadline. Which is precisely the problem with Mega Man X Corrupted. Obviously, no shareholders are going to let you work on a game for 15 years because that game would have to sell like 6 million copies to break even. No, it really looks like they're close to being done. It honestly does look like they're pretty close. Part of the problem is they were coding that game in Flash, like forever. That's how long that game's been worked on. But then the internet killed Flash last year, so they had to port it to a more modern engine. But the guy has been taking help. He's actually been taking help with it now. I guess there's enough other fans that have been watching him that can do game dev stuff. Hello. How you doing? The guy streams his development like I think like once or twice a week. They have a Discord. I don't watch it that often because I've been waiting for that game like feels like almost half my life at the point. I think I'd rather not see it completely spoiled because I definitely do want to play it. But I watch his stream sometimes. I'm pretty sure the guy's sick of working on it. I mean, you work on something for so long that the engine you use literally gets canceled off the internet. Despite how much passion that guy obviously has, I would be sick of working on it too. You kind of have to forgive him, though. I mean, at the time, there weren't really good engines you could use at home. It's really only been like the past decade or so. And people can make like really cool shit like this from home. Oh, this engine's actually pretty old too. Just you're not gonna make like a 3D open world game with this engine. It can do like beat 'em ups and like platformers and running guns and stuff. That's basically it. Yeah, I definitely appreciate the fan game developers that realize they don't want to work on this shit until they're 60. Like, like just put out what you have. That's kind of a unique problem that fan games have in general. Is, you know, you're not getting paid to do it. You know, in the professional game industry, no publisher is going to sit there and wait like 15 years for you to finish something. They're going to tell you like at that point like we need this shit out yesterday to start making money. But the fan game, you have like infinite dev time, and they keep trying to add stuff to it. Thank you. Well, that game was in development forever, and it didn't help that they were showing doctored footage. It wasn't like it actually running an engine and shit. So you reap what you sow there. That's why people want to see gameplay so much. I see people trying to defend like CG trailers and stuff. It's like, well, I want to see the game running an engine. I don't want to be sold something that's not what I'm actually going to be buying. Which is pretty much what they did with that Cyberpunk game. That company is like responsible for a huge amount of the like the income of Poland or some shit. Probably got strong arm to put it out before it was done. I think it would have worked out better for them if they only put it on current gen consoles. I mean, honestly, trying to do a game of that scope with a mechanical hard drive and like hardware from like almost 10 years ago, I mean, there's no way you're going to be able to do that. But the problem is they told people that they were going to be able to play it on those consoles, and the game like barely worked. I guess it's at a point now where it's mostly playable, but it's been like almost a year, so that's why they had to do that whole refund thing. Can't expect people to buy a $60 coaster and tell them maybe you'll be able to play it next year. It's it works. Can't tell someone buying a car, it's like, oh, well, we don't have an engine for it for a year, but you can buy it now. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? I can't drive it. It doesn't function. It's really only video game industry that gets away with stuff like that. Buy something that literally does not work and tell you, like, oh, we'll fix it later. It's like, no, you make the game work at the start. You don't go into McDonald's and buy a Big Mac and then they give you the bun and no meat and tell you come back next week. It's like only video games have that luxury of just like fucking over people who believe in your product, buy it for full price, and then it doesn't work. And somebody who either pirates it or buys it on sale for like $10, the game works by then. Waiting for Disney Plus to drop a Marvel movie, and then they tell you, oh, well, they only finished the intro cutscene, the opening credits. You gotta wait 6 months. It crashes at the first fight scene. I think Devil May Cry 5 is a good example too. Like, obviously that game's not buggy; it worked completely fine. But the Nouveau really impacted performance for a lot of people, and they finally got rid of it last year. I'm surprised they removed the Nouveau from Avengers. And I did notice the game did run a little bit better, and they got rid of it. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Out of nowhere. Thank you. That's actually greatly appreciated because this month I had very low earnings. So when I get paid from this month in November, that'll really help. Thank you. Very nice of you. I kind of want to get Melty, but it's like $50, so I'm on the fence about it. Yes. Yes, I did already. All right, time for best track. Best track incoming. Fucking expander. This shit goes hard. Fucking jet. Alright, you're getting the business. There, he's done. That's so satisfying. And that's the best thing about this version of this game is jet. You can just air combo him and then OTG and he just dies right away. Stop a straight jump kick. Really satisfying. Just get everybody over here. You, Hakuyo, get over there. If there's a beat 'em up you would play, I think it would be this one. It's got a lot of combos. Basically just the same game, but it has like modern action game mechanics. Good, got them all. Let's get the Tony Jaws over here. Where's that one? I'll send it to you later. If someone can post it in the link, post the link in the chat. I can't do it right now, obviously. I'm not at home. I gotta stop the stream in like 25 minutes, so I'm gonna finish this and that'll be it for tonight. I'll probably stream when I get home. Guardian Heroes. That's on Xbox. It has that mode with like the more combos and stuff. They haven't ported that game to PC, which is a crime against humanity. I want to hook up my old ass Xbox just to play that game. It's like $5 on the Microsoft store, the Xbox store, like all the time. If you're talking about the one with KOF characters, that's Final Fight LNS Ultimate, which I play a lot, but I'm not playing it tonight. Playing this tonight instead. I started really late tonight. I don't have as much time. My cat said to be fed at 9:30. It's like 9:10 right now. Yeah, just go ahead and emulate it. Just go buy it on the Xbox store for like $5 and then just emulate it. Sega can't be bothered to port that damn thing to like literally anything else. Just go give them the money to support it and then just go emulate it. I don't think anybody's gonna care. Just like what people do with the old Melty Blood. They buy the Steam version to support the developer, and then they just use the community version with the rollback. Like no one bothers playing the old Melty on the Steam port because it doesn't have rollback. But the community is not full of assholes, so they still buy it to support them. You know, they're not like EA or Rockstar or Blizzard or anything. They're pretty much an indie company. Come on. Fucking Zamza. Zamza. Huh? What? Yes. Thank you. He's outside. Nice. I still got like a couple minutes to spare before I have to feed them. I made good time there. Kind of a rough last level, but I haven't played this in a while. Yeah, I was under an hour. Not bad. Good length. So I think I unlocked all the stuff now. Yeah, Got Adam and Zen. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. At least this stream. It's about time to feed them. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready so I can get home. I might be getting the vaccine tomorrow, and tomorrow's my day off, so I could stay up late tonight. Probably do some more gaming later. Here's Groupie. It's almost time to eat, girl. Ready? She's tired. She's like a therapy cat. She just likes to just sit with you. She's very quiet and calm. She really helps me a lot. I'm very thankful for her. Here's Hunter. Hunter! What's up, man? He knows it's time to eat, too. Yeah. Ready to get up, girl? Yeah, let's get up, okay? Let's get up. All right, I'll see you guys later tonight.